Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. Through any media and regardless of frontiers. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, United Nations, 1948.
I was physically tortured and I was beaten many times a day, like 4 or 5 times.
My father has been arrested in Iran.
A Cuban blogger was sentenced to 2 years in jail.
2 journalists were killed. I was worried that I would never be heard from again.
When these people were silenced, they found their voice in a different place. A place where internet, mobile, and social media converge. A place where the whole world could hear them.
I knew this girl that was studying engineering in the United States. She gets this phone call from the secret police in Iran saying that she's got to stop criticizing the country online. 2 days later, her mother calls her saying that your father has been arrested.
My friend is a blogger in China. He has been sentenced to 11 years in jail for writing a document that called for greater freedom and democratic reform in China.
In 2004, I was arrested by the authorities. I was told that my writings has put in danger the national security of the country. They sent us to a ward that they used to keep the people who were ready to be executed. If there was one reason that I could recover very fast, it was the comments that came from my readers. I remember sitting behind my laptop, crying.
31% of internet users are censored by their own governments.
In February 2005, the Prime Minister of Lebanon, Rafik Hariri, was killed. For us journalists, that was the time when we started writing in favor of democracy. We could use the internet effectively to pass on the word and to rally the people. And the rallies and our writings forced the Syrian troops to withdraw from Lebanon after around 30 years of occupation.
I'm the creator of the internet group 1 Million Voices Against the FARC, which rallied 12 million people around the world on February 4, 2008 against the terrorist organization FARC. We discovered as a society that we are civilians, that we care. So we discovered all this national feeling of solidarity.
Last year we had parliamentary elections which were falsificated. 6 of my friends decided to mobilize people through internet. We expected not more than a couple of hundreds of people, and when we saw 15,000 people, it was a great shock for us. All these protests, which started as an internet-based movement and then became a social movement, it was the main thing which changed public opinion in the whole country.
Cyberspace has become the universal meeting place.
I was sitting behind my laptop and working online, and I wrote something and it was up there and people could see anywhere in the world. And I think it was one of the most beautiful moments of my life.
Where words can build worlds.
Even if you don't have freedom of speech, you can be free if you have internet.
Free speech is the path to freedom.
We live in a 21st century that is supposed to be the century of freedom. How can some few people take the liberty of someone? We cannot tolerate this anymore.
Now I have a hope for a change.